Do we need a paradigm shift? Well, let's hear it from our expert, Dr. Krizz, co-founder of the ACSC. Dr. Krizz is a seasoned manager in the area of supply chain and logistics. He is currently the founder and director of SCM Executive Education Institute of Bangkok. During the past 30 years, he has been vice president and executive director at many multinational and Thai companies like Thai Toshiba, Bata General, Malee Food, Lucky Glass, GS1 Thailand, and PwC. So please give a warm welcome to Dr. Krizz. Dr. Krizz.
Thank you very much for the introduction, but actually I'm not an expert, but I was just invited to share some experiences about paradigm shift. This is part of so-called the presentation of the ASTL, the American Society of Transportation and Logistics. This program, we have the program that has been endorsed by the Ministry of Transportation. I will talk a little bit about global trends, how we should position ourselves, what kind of paradigm shift that should be taken into consideration. First of all is that the emerging markets. The emerging markets is like in Brazil, in Africa, in China. For maybe ASEAN is part of those emerging markets. Second trend is the clean technology is becoming a more and more competitive advantage. The third is about the banking is recovering. I believe that they are becoming more stable. The fourth trend is that government will work more with the private sector in solving problems, especially to develop also as well the clean technology. Fifth trend is about technology innovation, especially in the area of the smart mobile world. That is a trend that will have a very big impact of the way how the consumer use it, and this will be escalated to how companies will use this technology to enhance the logistics and supply chain, especially the information flow. Then the last, the shift from this global workforce. This global workforce, many countries, as the older people like myself, but I'm not that old. I'm always young at heart. So that as this group of people who are senior management begin to be retired, all right, then there is a gap between those who have those skills and capability and competence of senior management to take over. So it's becoming more harder and harder to find the senior management group. This is a trend that will be happening. Then, but of course, it will give more opportunity for the very younger generation to move up. But again, that is a challenge at the moment. Then there are these three drivers of the paradigm shift. Is first of all, this is the demographic, okay. Then the reshape of the global power. Okay, the global power here means that the shift from the west, the power from the west, will shift to the Asia Pacific more and more. The rise of the economic power, in the east, and in innovation. These are the three drivers. All of these now interconnected. All the trends and also the drivers of change in the middle, all of them are related and integrated. Of course, with that, you will begin to see the winner and the losers. Okay, they keep abreast to be the leader. The organization have to constantly monitor the broad trends, whether it's internal, external environment and technology. Okay, and then you have to look for talented people management to fill up the gap. So, an organization that will have to be very much outward looking. Outward looking means that they have to look for whether be supplies or market or people as well. So the very key factor is, of course, this. There are four main factors is now to supply management of the demand side, the operation side, then the people side, and then modify the supply chain. Technology government also looking ways to how to enhance. So the government is talking about the fast track train, dual track trains, rail system of transportation. All these are coming up. One of my job right now is about developing people about professional qualification. The professional qualification is very important, especially in areas where there is safety and the public is concerned. Talking about now the foundation for a paradigm shift will be what is your existing strategy with all these changes, with AAC coming up, with Myanmar on the side, with the people, labor, and also the shortage of labor, and also shortage of senior management, filling up those outgoing senior management. So what is your strategy? If you want to be a leader, you have to influence the shaping of tomorrow. If I want to play a role in Myanmar, suppose that is one of my target market, I would have to influence or shape the tomorrow by various means or various strategies. So I'm very much involved with that. Next year, I will also have the United Nations program to be conducted in Myanmar. Link the professional qualification, which is focused on work rather than academic, and then also link it to even the MBA programs. I believe that that is a good program. Personally, believe that is a good program to develop the workforce, because professional qualifications emphasize on how you do things, not just concepts and theories. The future of supply chain. Some of the consideration in the logistics is whether you should manage your own infrastructures. There are pro and con. If you own it, you have maximum control. If, the con part is that you have to upfront investment. The use of strategic alliance have to have. The pro is it's convenient. You can cover large area. The con is you may have unreliable alliances. When during the time, I remember that during the time when I was conducting the Executive Supply Chain Management Program under the University of Hong Kong, all senior management have already been trained at that time. One of the participants was the president of a company called DSL, or Distribution Service Limited. This company, in fact, they are the one who provide the logistics of Walmart. Walmart was very famous, and they have many best practices like cross-docking. So this company consolidate all the goods from Asia. From Asia at that time, mostly about 95% or 96% is from China. Consolidate to Southgate, California, and then in Southgate, California, there is no storage. That facility is only for cross-docking only. So within 4 hours, they will redistribute throughout the United States. But later on, this company, every year they have to continuously improve. Now the Walmart give a target 100% of improvement. So they continue to improve and improve and improve. So, but then since they have 3 partners, so one of the American partner passed away, the other one retired, and then he started to thrive between Hong Kong and California. So he can't take it. So this company was sold. When I was the executive vice president of Malee Sampan public listed company, I was in charge of the total supply chain of from farm to export to our customers overseas. Before that, I was working for some so-called relatively high-tech industries like Toshiba, Thai Toshiba industry. I was the one who implement the IT systems, the manufacturing systems, the manufacturing resource systems, and also all the material requirement system. Everything start from zero ground, and we have 5 plants at the time. At the 5 plants at the time that I'm in charge of, the refrigerator plant, the television, the rice cooker, fan, and the motor. The easiest one is the motor because the bill of materials seldom change. A motor, induction motor, how many horsepower, more or less is the same. But all the 3 other products, once you finish developing the one product, the next one start, next batch of next year's model, because the product life cycle of each model is only 1 year. You can't sell the same model the following year if you have no innovation into the product, because you will not be able to sell. The information system is very, very important. During the implementation of especially the IT systems, we were able to reduce the inventory at least about 30% to 35% of inventory reduction. We are able to track how much over usage, the standard usage of every item, so enable us to do a lot more better costing, which helps us with the pricing, especially cost-sensitive exports, export pricing. The DTAM consumer product, doing the nationwide distribution of the logistics, that is again a very different angle. How can we deliver? Because all the products that we handle do not belong to our company. It belongs to so-called the principals. And the principals give us only a certain margin. We just have to manage it and make a profit out of it. Sometimes with the weight, or with the volume means it take up a lot of space of the trucking and all that. It is very difficult to make profit out of it, unless you have to have some techniques, or some kind of a combination between the heavy goods and also the very bulky or volume goods. Otherwise, you will lose money. The company that I work for, in fact, that belongs to our family, that is the glass manufacturing. We have a very, very stable manufacturing. That means that it's high productivity. That means our learning curve is very high. That means that our yield is very high. It's all related with operations and logistics. Our challenge is how to have materials, because the materials like, for example, the silica sand, the imported soda ash, and then we have the problem of energy, how we can sustain it, and have cleaner energy. The cleanest energy that we could use is actually natural gas, compared to heavy oil. So in the end, right now, the glass factory is being moved to Ratburi, which is near to the border of Burma, and we transport the energy from Burma by pipeline directly to our plant. And but for raw material, because we need good raw material, so we got the raw material from Cambodia, which is a little bit long way, but cost-wise, compared to the energy is more sensitive to us. So we have to think very different, and because of thinking very different, we are actually number 2 in Thailand. We are not number 1. Number 2 is the code name of our strategy since when we were number 10. We want to be number, not 1, 2. Because to be number 1, you have to be a leader in new product innovation and so on. By that strategy, now we are still able to make good profit.